Where are you headed, man? Flagstaff?
Yeah. So we just got some camera equipment you might have to be a little
careful with, yeah.
Yeah. Chris.
Charles.
You want to say hey to the camera?
Hello, camera.
And we'll get you as far. I mean, I saw you on the road, man. We had to turn all the way around. But welcome to the journey. Hey. I'm just trying to get out here in front of this truck. Why are you walking along the road in the rain?
Believe it or not, I'm heading from Las Vegas, Nevada.
So you're kind of going on your own little walkabout, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, man. Perfect. 8 days it's taking you from get to Las Vegas? And you've just been camping out?
It's a long story.
Long story?
I have a little family in Vegas and they ain't doing too well, you know.
When was your last solid meal?
Actually I've been making it on power bars. I mean, I've done a lot of things, you know, with my life so far, trying to figure out who I am.
Yeah.
My last relationship was pretty rough, man. I was with her from 16 to 21. Before I get serious with any, you know, female again, I want to try to do this, figure myself out. Up till I was about 7, I'd say. I don't really remember any bad times. It was all good, and then my mom and dad started getting worse than drinking, and then the worst drugs, methamphetamines and stuff, and things just kind of started falling apart. You know, it was good till I was about 10, and my mom and dad got back together in Nevada, and started up on drugs again. And then when I was about 12, my mom left my dad. I was at kind of like a church youth thing, and I snuck out, you know, to the side. You know, that's when I was smoking cigarettes, and my foster dad came, and I guess he was drunk and started cussing at my friends, and they were looking for me, you know, saying he's gonna kick my ass. And then the next morning, they picked us up and drove us to a new foster home, and that's when they split us. So for that whole next year, it was just me and my brother Johnny, and then my sister Desiree and Julie and Clinton were in a different home. I was in my 3rd year, 9th grade, you know, and I had most of my electives. That was about it, and I just gave up. So I dropped out, and that's when I got my first cooking job. I started off as a dishwasher, and then I moved my way up to cook in 6 months. And so I cooked from, you know, basically 17 to 19, and at that time my mom was still drinking. It wasn't super bad, but and she didn't really have work, so I was paying most of the bills. When I was about 19, we got a house from Habitat for Humanity. You know, they help families get houses, and so from about 19 to 20, when we got in the house, I was paying rent there. My mom started getting worse and worse on the drinking, and the bills just got too much. I couldn't do it no more, so they ended up foreclosing on our house. It was when I turned 20. It was on Christmas Eve when I turned 20, so 3 years ago. Christmas Eve, my family was in a shelter, and I was on the street sitting at a bus stop. I mean, basically the last couple of years, I've worked when I could, you know, out in Vegas. I got to spend some time with my mom and them. When, you know, she was drinking, and then when she got back on the meth, I mean, I can't be around that. It's just too much. So basically the last year out there, I've pretty much been, you know, bounced around and then spent some nights on the streets, and it just got so much, man. I just said screw it, I want to up and leave, you know. And finally I'm here on the road, you know. So I feel at peace, you know. I'm happy. You have your good days and bad days out here.
Now my cross was the first tattoo I got, Celtic cross, but I don't know, I started thinking about it a lot, and you know, as hard as things get, he's always there to pull me through it. There's times growing up I questioned my faith, but it seems like, you know, every time it gets hard, I don't think it get any harder. I got a pain tatted on my arm, and a lot of people ask me about it, and I say it's a reminder of all the pain that I've been through, you know, all the pain that I felt, you know, through my family, friends, myself, but it's also a reminder of all the pain that God's let me endure and pulled me through. No matter what happens, I'm still breathing, I'm still alive, you know. Instead of looking at the things that, you know, went wrong, I try to think positive and look at the things I do have, you know. I got the, you know, air in my lungs, and right now I, you know, got what I need to survive out here, and I'm getting to see all this beautiful land that God's created. I'm very thankful. You know, every day I wake up, I'm thankful. You know, a lot of people has let me down in my life, and you know, but I mean, let myself down, and you know, I'm heading out now. As long as I rely on myself and keep happy, you know, I don't think I can go through too many more rough times out here.